Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Morning Report is sponsored by our friends at Fusillo Kia of Cape Coral. This morning, we'll tell you about Attorney General Pam Bondi with a few other candidates in her corner going after opioid manufacturers, a North Fort Myers rooster fighting ring being broken up, and more. Today is Tuesday, May 22nd, and this is the Morning Report. Attorney General Pam Bondi is drawing praise from Republicans seeking to replace her after the term-limited state cabinet member last week took on opioid manufacturers in court. However, Democratic candidate Sean Shaw, a state House member from Tampa, questioned a delay in launching a lawsuit to try to crack down on the drug companies in the opioid epidemic, causing an average of 15 deaths a day in Florida. And fellow Democratic Attorney General candidate Ryan Torrens, a Hillsborough County lawyer, said he'd immediately launch a criminal investigation into the actions of pharmaceutical executives if he's selected in November. Bondi last week announced her long-expected decision to file a lawsuit against 5 of the nation's largest opioid manufacturers and 4 distributors, alleging violations of Florida legislation. None of the candidates running to replace Bondi in November disagreed with her decision to sidestep a multi-state lawsuit against drug manufacturers now before a federal judge in Ohio. But the candidates were split over a state cap on contingency fees for private lawyers, which critics say was an impediment to securing outside legal help to go after the drug companies. The cap, essentially at $50 million, was implemented by the legislature in 2010 with an eye on the dream team of lawyers for Florida that was able to receive $3.4 billion after leading the state's assault on tobacco companies. That litigation resulted in more than an $11 billion settlement in 1997. A North Fort Myers man surrendered himself to authorities on Sunday after a raid on his property last month resulted in the seizure of 57 fighting roosters, 8 hens, and 30 chicks. Lee County Domestic Animal Services made law enforcement aware of a possible animal cruelty situation in North Fort Myers on April 22nd. Deputies, along with a DAS representative, responded to the address and were given access by the property owner after the tenants could not be found. They were able to see multiple roosters caged separately in a barn, as well as a refrigerator, syringes, and vitamin B12. After executing a search warrant, deputies found spurs commonly used in cockfighting, along with multiple animal stimulants, antiseptic, vitamin B12, sparring mitts, a scale, and other items that would indicate cockfighting. Reports say that a majority of the roosters had feathers removed from their breasts, legs, and back, in addition to their cones and wattles being removed. After finding identification for 36-year-old Michael Miranda Rivera, an open booking sheet was issued for his arrest, and on Sunday he surrendered himself to authorities. He has been charged with 2 counts of selling and/or using equipment for animal fighting, 1 count of possession of animals used for fighting, and 1 count of leased property used for animal fighting. Barack and Michelle Obama are getting into the TV business with Monday's announcement that they signed a multi-year deal with Netflix. The former president and first lady have formed their own production company, Higher Ground Productions, for the material. In announcing a deal that had been rumored since March, Netflix offered no specifics on what shows they would make, but did say they would make a diverse mix of content, potentially including scripted and unscripted series, documentaries, or features. The Obamas can even be expected to participate in some of the programming on screen. The type of people that Obama, like other presidents, brought forward as guests at his State of the Union addresses would likely provide fodder for the kinds of stories they want to tell. But no content from the deal is expected to be available until at least 2019. And that was the Morning Report for today. I'm Bri Walling. The Morning Report airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. right here at NaplesHerald.com. And don't forget to check out our lunch break that also airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Thank you for watching.